So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to reroll in Arknights. I was making a video on my alt account, and I thought perhaps others might want to create alt accounts or start playing Arknights for the first time. And right now there's a limited event going on under Tides, and limited banners are the best time to start. And as this is the best banner we've ever had, there has never been a better time to try out Arknights. Alt accounts are also just very fun for veteran players to maybe try out different characters, do different sorts of challenges. So I'll take you through the process step by step. The first thing you need to do is you need to install something called Bluestacks. Bluestacks is an Android emulator on the PC. It basically simulates having a phone on your PC. There are several emulators that you can use, but for me, Bluestacks works perfectly. If Bluestacks doesn't work for you and another one does, just follow the steps from the installation of Arknights onwards. Everything will be the same no matter the emulator that you use, because the rerolling process takes place in the game itself. It's not related to how the emulator functions. So once you've got Bluestacks installed, by the way, there'll be a link in the description on where to download Bluestacks. So here I have a fresh instance of Bluestacks. That way I can show you each step one at a time. So when you first log into Bluestacks, you're going to go into the Google Play Store. It will ask you to sign in, create a Gmail account, and specifically you want something like Gmail because it has a feature called salting, which allows you to create duplicates of that email address, which the game will think is a new email address every time, allowing you to attach it to a different account. But from Gmail's perspective, it'll still be the same email. So everything will go to the one place, and it just makes rerolling much faster. All right, once you've logged in, download Arknights, install. I'm going to fast forward through the install bits just to save time in the video. So with Arknights installed, we are going to open it up. And upon first open, it will ask you whether you want to download the full asset package, which includes all the voice lines and everything. It is a 1.8 gig download. The advantage of downloading this is that it won't prompt you every time you do a reroll. So you could end up saving yourself the hassle. It is about 500 megs extra than the compressed version. I just go for the full, just so I don't have to deal with volume control right there. I just go with the full so that I don't have to hit that prompt every time. All right, we're going to skip forward. Okay, you've installed Arknights. You've downloaded the asset pack. You're going to be met with 4 options of what to choose to log in. Pick the guest option, always guest. It'll warn you about data loss if you don't bind the account. That's fine. Accept. Type in whatever name you want. Remember, these aren't unique, so you can just use the same name every time. It doesn't really matter. All right, skip. And we're going to rush through the tutorial as fast as possible. Now, if you're a first-time player and you do care about the story, you could perhaps play through this once properly and then spam your rerolls until you get the account that you want. Drop in Texas. I'm going to fast forward. Second tutorial. Don't forget, now you can use the fast forward button. Unfortunately, it resets every time a tutorial or dialogue bit pops up. So you have to keep re-clicking it. All right, and I'm going to fast forward here again.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, second tutorial done. Skip. Get through the interface tutorial. It's going to do your first headhunt. Then it's the squad tutorial. Skip. And then we're going to go to the first proper level in the game.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Skip again. Skip through all of that. Second level. Skip.
Mission accomplished.
Free gold certificate.
みんなからはハイビスって呼ばれてます。今日からドクターとロドスの皆さんのドクターの完璧な指揮が勝利。
Alright, so that's all the actual gameplay tutorial you got to do. So now, go back to the home screen, collect the login rewards, get this one, get the rookie mission first one. Cumulative signing, no need, because that's not going to give you anything to do with pulls. During limited banners, you get the 10 free pulls, and this is why limited banners are the best time to do rerolls, whether you want to start an alternate account or start as a new player. However, if a limited banner is some ways off, it's not really worth waiting. I wouldn't... If there is another event going on, it's definitely not worth waiting for another limited event. I would generally not delay more than a week for whatever the next event is, because when there's an event, there'll usually always be a good banner with it. It's just limited banners have the best pull rates, usually some of the best characters, and also you get the extra free pulls. So claim the ticket. Then you go into Headhunt, go to the limited banner, use your 10 free pulls, skip through. In this case, complete garbage. So we're gonna wipe this account, and I will show you how to do that. There's also one free daily pull from limited banners, so you can do that as well. Now you could do a couple more pulls with regular random. It's not worth it. The time is not worth it, because you could just do another reroll in the time it takes to load up each pull. There is also more a random available in your mail. So there's a whole stack right there. It's enough to do 10 pulls on the starter banner. But in the case of when there's a limited banner on, what you're focusing on is getting good pulls on the limited banner. In a normal reroll, the starter banner is a very good thing to focus on, to start with one of the best characters. You ideally want to start with Exia or Silver Ash. So if there was no special banner to focus on like we have now, let's imagine that didn't exist, your reroll would probably focus on getting a character that you want from the starter banner, plus a good character that you want from the standard banner. Let's say there was no limited banner and you were doing a reroll between the standard banner and the starter banner, you might do some pulls on here until you get either Silver Ash or Mountain, and then you do some pulls on the starter banner until you get maybe Exia. And then you could go with that. Since we're going to wipe this account anyway, I'm just going to do the pulls. And we've got Angelina, who's also a good character. All right, so let's say you're done with your rolls, and as is the case here, we don't want to keep this account. However, you still do need to bind it, because binding an account allows you to reroll much faster. So you go into Options menu, you go down to Account, and you click on Bind. Then you're going to put in the email address that you've created in Google. But so let's say that's the email I created, Undertides123. What you're going to do is you're going to do plus and then a number afterwards. So I've already done this a few times just to get ready for this video. So I'm going to do +5. So it's essentially creating a 5th clone of this email. Now it's still going to go all to the same inbox as if the +5 didn't exist. But as far as the game is concerned, this is a new email. Then click send verification code. You're going to go into your email. You're going to wait maybe 20 seconds, a code will arrive. You copy that, you paste it, and then you click bind. Now keep track of which number you're up to. So in my case, I'm up to 5. Now you log out. Don't click start. Click account management, and it's going to look like a fresh login. I'm going to click guests. Swap accounts. Confirm the risk of data loss if you don't bind. Perfectly fine. And then once this loads, you'll see it will be fresh account. Confirm. Type in your name all over again. And tutorial starts once more. You keep going until either you've given up, because it might take a lot of rerolls to get what you want, or you've managed to pull what you like. Or you can do multiple instances of this at the same time. So I'm going to show that now. So you can open multiples at once, and then you just stack them side by side like that. And then you would just spam click your way through all of them, because while someone's yammering on in one window, you could be clicking through your others. And 4 is quite efficient, and you can get through a lot of rolls very quickly. And remember, every time you bind the account, you do +6, +7, +8, +9. And then once you find the account that you like, you can then bind it to the base version of that email. So no plus anything. Or if you did already use that, just remember which number you've bound it to. So if it takes 40 rerolls and it's +40, just remember +40. That will be your account. Another thing I recommend doing, let's say your goal with a new account in Undertides is to get a 10 free roll that includes both Skadi and Calcit. Let's say you end up getting one that has, say, Calcit and, I don't know, any other random 6-star. It's not the 2 6-stars you want, but it is 2 6-stars. You can make a note of that account number and then go for maybe another 10 rerolls. And then if by then you still don't get what you want and you're okay with starting with those other 2 characters, you can do that. That's what I ended up doing with my alt account. I rolled, I think it was 50 times. I made note of any ones that had a good starting set of characters, and then I just picked the best one at the end of it, which ended up being 3 6-stars. On my alt account, I rerolled during the Rainbow Six limited event, which also had the free 10 ticket. As far as what characters should you aim for? Because you might be coming to this video after this event is done, and you may be wondering, what's worth going for as a reroll. Generally, as I said, if there is a limited banner, you want to focus on the limited banner characters. Particularly the one limited unit of that banner, because they're very hard to get. They won't be back for generally another year, and they're also usually quite powerful. However, without the limited banner, generally what I look for is I look for the starter banner character that I like, plus another S+ tier character. I will have a link in the description for the Arknights tier list. Now there's several tier lists, but this is the one that I generally use as a guideline on the Game Press wiki. And it is quite good at giving you good information about which units are generally more powerful in the game. There is also a new player tier list. I do not recommend paying attention to those when it comes to the 6-stars, because there are units that are very good for new players, but they don't maintain power in the long run. And also, if you are going to bother going through the process of doing rerolls, you want to go for characters that are a bit harder to get. So either characters that have low availability, or those limited units, or what have you. So I do not recommend focusing on new player power. Instead, I recommend focusing on overall power, cross-checked with the rarity of a unit. So for instance, with this limited banner going on, if I got, say, Skadi Alta and Mudrock, I would be happy with that. I didn't get Calcit, but I would be fine with that because I can always get Calcit later, and Mudrock is also a S+ tier unit and quite hard to get. So for me, that would be completely fine. It all depends on how much time you're willing to put in. Are you willing to keep re-rolling and re-rolling 100 times to get that particular set of starting characters? Or are you just looking for something good? And for me, generally a guideline is just 2 good 6 stars, including whichever 6 stars are particularly rare of the current available banners. I'm going to do a few rerolls and start a new account just for this event, and I want to see how far a new account can get by the end of the Undertides event. That'll be a separate video. I want to explore just how big of a boost a new account will receive on a limited event, because when I started my actual alt account that I use, I think I had maybe just 1 week of the Rainbow Six event, and the boost that gave to a new account was unbelievable. The amount of rewards this game gives for free, particularly to new accounts, is absolutely amazing. Yes, I want to see how far I can get. So look forward to that. I'm also going to be releasing a video on the Undertides banner pulls on my alt account, and I will be doing a video on the best 4-star operators, which should help new players particularly, but also veterans who are neglecting some of their beloved 4 stars. Hopefully you'll find those useful. Look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'm surprised I got any subscribers at all. I'm very grateful. So see you in the next one. Bye.